Well, hey out there, Ralph here with R&W Autos with another quick video tip. I have a 2002 Toyota Sequoia right here, and it's in really good shape, but I took it to the inspection because in Texas we have state inspections before selling a vehicle, and it failed. The reason it failed was the third brake light, which oftentimes fails, and I'll tell you a trick that I use to at least get by for now until I fix it permanently. And before I start this video, I wanted to share the scripture of the day, Isaiah 42:4. And this is a song by Carrie Job. You can hear in the background. It's a cover, actually. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not be drowned. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. Alright, so I apologize about the wind. This is the Windy City, Corpus Christi, but if it wasn't windy, I would be really hot, so thankful for the wind. Anyway, here is what failed. This light right there. And as you can see, this actually has two brake lights, but I realized only one is connected at one time. They're connected with these little clips inside here, and I'll take that off and show you in a minute. But I did the first thing, looked on eBay and the internet for another one of these because this failed. It actually lights up some, and I'll show you at the end of the video, but not enough apparently for the state to pass inspection. So as I said, I did an internet search, couldn't find one, went to the junkyard. Well, actually first I asked Toyota. They do have them in stock. Well, I could get it like in a day, and it would cost me $450. So I didn't think that $450 was worth it for that little light. So what I did was I took this off, connected this one, and took it then to the state inspection place, and it then passed. Here's my past state inspection sticker, or certificate. So anyway, I'll put it back together and I'll show you the way this works, and then I will proceed in trying to find one of these. And the bad thing about this part, by the way, is you take these two, they're hidden screws. You have to pry this off, this little cover off, Phillips screwdriver under here and under here, and you basically have to cut the wires because there's no way this connector will fit through the hole, because this is how it's wired. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. But yeah, there's no way to pull that off. So anyway, I cut it, and then to put a new one in, you'll have to wire splice them in. So all right, now I'm inside the car. I'm basically doing this in reverse order because I figured I would do the video. I searched on YouTube to look for videos on if there's any solution to this, and I didn't find any, so I figured, well, I'll do one myself. First thing you have to do is this panel right here will cover the screws. Pull that off. Then there's these two little covers. Pull those off. Then there's these up here that look different. Pull those off. So then you have it exposed to the 10mm bolt or nut that's connecting the spoiler. I call it a spoiler. I don't even know what it is. It's a little wing. Here it is. and then you'll have to wiggle it quite a bit because they'll probably be stuck on there, and pull that enough. Now this is important. You don't pull it all the way off because the connector is still connected. Okay, you pull that off enough or up enough to get your screwdriver into these screws to the hatch mounted rear brake light or high brake light. Unscrew those and I'll be right back. Now once you do unscrew those, this thing is rather tight on there, so you'll have to just pry it either with your hands or with a pry tool, and it will come off. There's clips underneath there, they just unclip, so I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the clips that hold it, and you want to put them back on, and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so that's what they look like, clipped. And here is the actual connector. As I said, only one of these lights is connected at any one time because there's only one source, but they give you two different lights. So I plugged it into this light and ran it through the inspection with this back high brake light. So I'm going to show you real quick what this one looks like. This actually has 3 bulbs in it. Okay, rigging up my brake pedal with the club there I like to use. I can adjust it to match the vehicle. And this vehicle doesn't require anything on for the brakes to work. Here, I'll show you. See, the brake light is on. And here's the high brake lights, those 3 regular incandescent bulbs. All right, and when the spoiler is on, this wire to the third brake light just fishes through the hole, the large hole right there, underneath the panel and through there, and then you connect it to here. Oops. Like so. And there's what the third brake light looks like on. So you can tell that several of them are out, some of them are on. You can kind of tell under there. I don't know if that's fixable, but I'm gonna try to find a used one or a new one that's a lot less reasonable, or a lot more reasonable than $450. So all you have to do next is just put this back, and I left these loose because obviously to screw these on, you have to lift this up in order to get it on. I'll show you. All right, so there you go with the light in. But as you can see, if I let that down, or if I would have bolted this on, I couldn't get to the screws. They're hidden. So. Oh, and another little trick is the way this goes is the bottom ones bolts go in first, and then the top ones, and the opposite to get them out. Top ones come out first, and then the bottom ones. Otherwise, it just is a pain. And as you can see, it's a trick to get this thing off. You have to wiggle it quite a bit. And the bolts taken on and off are not hard. Just get a little extension with a 10mm socket, and they just go right on and come right off. Snug them down with a wrench, and then put your grommets back on, then put plastic back on. Okay, so that's what it looks like all back together. You got the grommets there, and there's some underneath these, and these just clip back on real easy. These Toyotas are easy to work on, and I'll show you that in a minute. Some other things that are easy. But before I do, I'll do a walk around of the car. So first, starting from the back, plenty of space. These things fold down real easy. They also come out, just pull them out. They're not hideaway like our minivan, but they are easy to come out. And you do have plenty of space from here to the back seat, even with the back seats up. Plenty of cargo in these things. There's space. I don't think that's space, but lots of cup holders, little cubby holes, both places. That's for the third passenger. So this is an 8-passenger vehicle. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And backlighting. Now this, I am missing the strap and I can't find it anywhere, but that's what that's for, is the strap, the pull down strap. Just going around the vehicle, and this has the nice running boards. This is the SR5. Back seats are plenty big. Now here's the third brake light that I broke, or that I didn't break, that was from the pull apart. I love pull apart here in Corpus Christi. You just go and, well, they have online, you can see what vehicles are there, and there's one of these there. There's I don't know how many miles are on it, but it looked like it was wrecked. But anyway, I pulled this off of it, and it didn't work. Had to cut the wires, as I said, and spliced it in, and I spliced the old one back in. So the old one obviously does work somewhat, but apparently not enough for the safety inspection, which I think is a rip, because I mean, there's several LEDs working on that thing. Anyway, I like the door panels in these. I have had to take them off because this was broke. That little plastic piece, you see that one's a different color than the one up here, and so that's like a lighter gray, but I think it still looks okay. These, yeah, they're not super high option, but they have some decent features, such as the back window goes up and down. The seats have lumbar and power. It is all power, you know, windows, locks, brakes and all that. Has 3 charging ports. 2 of them are over here, so that's really nice. Has the cup holders and plenty of storage space for stuff. 2 different types of openings there, and you know, one's the big one, one's a small one. Going around to the back, I forgot to mention, this does have the controls for the climate control back here. Storage pockets, all pretty good. This doesn't have any entertainment, but it does have plenty of storage. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 storage compartments. They make up for the lack of entertainment with storage, and even storage in the doors there. This is like I said, just a great family or towing vehicle. It has like 8,000 pound towing capacity, something like that. I'll put it online for sure. Okay, I popped the trunk, or the hood, but okay, there we go. Kind of a heavy hood, but it does stay up. This isn't, you know, fully detailed or anything. It's just clean. I did put a new battery in it, fresh oil change, fresh air cleaner. These spark plugs and coils are easy to get to. Like I said, easy to maintain this vehicle. This has 181,000 miles. I think those were changed about 100,000, it looks like, and so maybe in another 20,000 they'll have to be changed again. And when they do, I mean, it's probably like a half-hour job, in my opinion. And I did have to change the light bulbs as well. Both light bulbs, the brights weren't working. I'll show you what. So I looked at the bulb and I was like, wow, bulbs look fine, but taking a meter from the ground to one of them worked, you know, the resistance, just a continuity test, and from the ground to the other one didn't work. So I just bought new bulbs, put them in, and they definitely worked. So here's the other one. You just pull that off. Both are easy to get to. No tools required, just by hand. That's what I really like about these. Easy to work on, like I said, and easy to maintain. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. If I think of anything else, I might add it. But other than that, have a great one. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thanks.